Hey guys, Fred Gonzalez bringing you a workout video today. Today we're going to do an arm workout, primarily biceps, touch on some triceps. I know a lot of you have asked, what can you do to increase the size of your arms? Well, number one is going to be form. If your form is off, forget about it. And how many reps you do. It's not necessarily how much weight you put on those barbells or how much weight those dumbbells weigh. It's how you do it and how many times you do it. So I'm going to show you a couple exercises, super high reps and form to get the most out of your workouts and hopefully get that definition and that size that you've been looking for, and hopefully you can bring something back from it. All right, so let's get started with the first workout. All right, what I have here is two 15-pound dumbbells, not a whole lot of weight. You don't need a whole lot of weight. You're gonna do alternating sides. On the first one, if you look from the side view, when everyone does dumbbell curls, they bring the dumbbell up. If you look at what's happening to my shoulder is getting engaged and it's moving. We're not working shoulders, we're working bicep, right? So if I bring my elbow behind my back, past the midpoint, and bring the weight directly up, you see that my shoulder doesn't get engaged at all, and all the work is getting to your biceps. That's what you want to do. When you hold the dumbbell, right, make sure that your hand is all the way, or the outside of your palm is all the way to the dumbbell, and that forces your palm to supinate. You don't want it to pronate because it's going to work a different head of the bicep. The bicep has two heads. The one we want to work on is the inner one, and by supinating, you're going to make that peak get bigger and give it, for all appearances, make it the bicep look bigger. Okay, so remember, your palm towards the inside of the dumbbell and not on the other side. Bring it nice and close. What we're going to do first, all right, elbow back, isolate it. The first arm stays static. The second one also goes behind the back, and we're going to bring it up all the way up to your chest. You're going to do 10 to 15 reps of this, all the while you're holding this other one static. Once you get your 15 reps, preferably you want to get 25, right? You bring it all the way up, hold it. Now you do the other arm and you get your 25. If you look, my elbow is behind my back. There is no engagement of the shoulder. It's strictly concentrating on my bicep. If I turn, you'll see that the elbow stays behind the back, and it's not up here where now my shoulder gets engaged. So this is an important theory to keep in mind when you're doing this exercise, is that you're not out here with the weight, you're back here isolating the bicep, okay? That's exercise number one. You're gonna do 2 sets of 25 reps. So that's 50 reps just on this first exercise. You're gonna rest about a minute, maybe minute and a half tops. You're gonna jump into your second exercise. And we're gonna go to hammer curls, or straight up hammer curls. Same thing, your arms, your elbow is past the midline to where when you come up, you're not engaging your shoulders. If I'm up here, look at all the work that my shoulders are doing. You see them moving. When they're back past the midline, my shoulders aren't moving at all. It's all on the bicep. You're gonna do alternating sides, right? Shoulders back, all the way up as far as you can. The biggest benefit out of this exercise is not bringing it up as much, but how far you can bring it up. The more stress you can put on that bicep, the better it's gonna work for you. So we're gonna do hammer curls straight up. From here, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna do 2 sets of 25, another 50 reps. From here, we're gonna go to side hammer curls. Same thing. My elbow isn't doing any of the work, right? It's staying right where it is, nice and stationary. My shoulders aren't moving. To get the prime benefit out of this exercise, when you come up, bring that weight, you wanna hold it static for about a second or two, right? Come up, hold it, hold it. You're gonna do 2 sets of 25. If you do the math, you're up to about 150 reps now, right? But we're not done. There's more. That's pretty much all you can do as far as individual dumbbell curls. Let's move on to something different. Okay guys, for this next exercise, I'm limited on space, so I couldn't get the full size barbell in here. So I opted for a broomstick. Nonetheless, if you understand the concept, it'll work just fine. Minimal weight, you don't need a whole lot of weight. What you do need is to concentrate on your form. These are called spider curls. What you do is you bring in the grip nice and close. You don't want to be out here. You want to be nice and close, about shoulder width apart. Again, you want to bring your elbows back towards the midline, right? They're not here. If you do a regular curl, look at all the work my shoulders are doing, right? My shoulders are engaging throughout the entire range of motion. If I bring my elbows back, right, they're past the midline, and I bring this dump barbell all the way up, my shoulders aren't moving at all. The entire weight of this exercise, or entire weight of the dumbbell or the barbell, is on my arms, right? If you bring it nice and close to your stomach, I don't want to bring it way out here. I want to keep it close to my stomach. And spider curls, right? A spider crawls up your chest. That's why they call these spider curls. If you want to increase your form even more, you can sit on a bench and do that even more. It increases your form even better. But again, elbows past the midline. With this weight, the barbell stays close to your torso and just all the way up. And if you can see, my shoulders aren't engaged at all. And the grunt of this weight is entirely on the biceps. You're gonna do 2 reps of 25 reps, or 2 sets of 25 reps, right? That's 50. We're up to 200 reps in just a little amount of time. Your arms should be screaming by now. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Okay guys, the next exercise is the preacher bench curl. Obviously we don't have a preacher bench or a real preacher bench here. What we do have is an adjustable bench, right? An incline bench or a flat bench that adjusts to an incline or upright position. You're gonna put this at or around a 45-degree angle, maybe a little higher, and we're gonna use dumbbells for this, okay? Start off with something light. Remember, on the dumbbell, we wanna get our palm, the outside of our palm, to the outside of the dumbbell. I want to supinate my arm to work out that inner head of the bicep, because that's what we're working for here, right? When you get on the bench, don't put your elbow on here and just use your elbow. You're using your elbow as a fulcrum. You're not getting the full benefit of this exercise. What you need to do is put the entire upper arm on the bench. That's how you're really gonna get the most benefit from it. You're isolating the shoulder and not getting any movement from it at all. So the entirety of the bicep is working out this throughout this exercise, and only the bicep, right? You are gonna get some forearm, brachialis brachii, but also just mainly just the bicep, right? So lock the wrist almost all the way down, keep tension on the bicep. Once we let it go, you see the tension goes away on the bicep. So I wanna keep tension on the bicep. When I bring it up, I want to bring it up to where it's more than a 90 degree, right? Here's 90 degree. I want to bring it past that. My shoulders should not be opened up. I shouldn't be opened up right here. My shoulders should be square with the bench, right? I want to have them in line with the bench. I can open it up, but now this turns into a completely different exercise, and you're actually working the bicep differently than you would if you would come up here. You're isolating it a little bit more, right? Once you do your 25 reps, stop, immediately get to the other hand, right? The entire arm gets on the bench, lower it, right? Don't drop it, come all the way up, greater than 90 degrees, greater than 90 degrees. If you get to around rep number 15 and you notice your form starts to go and you're kind of doing some weird stuff, drop the weight and move down to the next lowest dumbbell and finish off your 25 reps, right? You're gonna do 2 sets of 25 reps on this. So if you're keeping count, we're upwards of about 200 or over 200 reps so far. Not too shabby, right? Okay guys, let's move on to the next and final exercise. Hope you'll like this one too. It's nice and easy. Okay guys, the next exercise is gonna be alternating dumbbell curls. It's nice and easy. You guys have done them before, right? You get some weight that you're comfortable with. I'm not gonna get anything crazy. 20 pounds, remember the placement of your palm towards the end, so my palms supinate. Throughout the entire exercise, I wanna make sure that my palms are facing forward. This keeps constant tension on the bicep. Once I do this, the tension stays laxed and you're not getting the benefit that you need. So keep your palms facing forward. Again, your elbows are past the midline. They're nice and far back, and you wanna do nice alternating dumbbells, okay? We did singles before to where we came all the way up. You could do those as well. If you don't want to sit through each one, you can do these at the same time. But I found if you do one at a time, your range of motion is a little bit more than if you do them both at the same time. Maybe it's me, maybe I'm crazy, I am crazy, but see what you think, try it for yourself, and see where you get the most benefit from it. But the key on this is, here's your midline, take your elbow past that midline, nice and back, right? To where your shoulders aren't engaged at all and your bicep is completely isolated and getting the grunt of this exercise, right? Again, 2 sets of 25 reps. That should finish you off. I do have a couple other exercises, but at the risk of making this video way too long and have you lose interest, please feel free to comment down below, ask some questions, get a hold of me. I'd be more than happy to do another video on any other body part you'd like. I have a great routine for triceps and shoulders as well. You could smoke your shoulders in something small like this. Okay guys, that's about all I have for you for today. If you'd like to see another workout, please leave a comment below. I'd love to find out what your thoughts are. I hope you were able to take something away from this, make it your own. If you thought everything was absolutely stupid, that's your opinion. But I have had some fantastic results. I use this workout all the time. I'm 50 years old. I still stay in shape, in the shape that I am because of the exercises and workouts I do. I don't go heavy. I don't need to do that anymore. It's bad for your joints. You're more prone to injuries. So keep it light, keep the reps high, and form above all, those 3 things, right? Get plenty of sleep and your diet as well. You'll get results in no time. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below, and we'll see you next time.